old set of friends.
The superpower of learning to be alone and enjoying it. Well, I think it's critical, and I do think that these times where you just think about things, just be alone and think about things are so rare these days. During those rare times is when you really get to understand what actually means.
If I'm running on a treadmill and I get to mile 9 and I get complete cramping on the floor, and I know I've told myself I'm going to run 10 kilometers today,
in the comments,
I will have to live the last mile.
Yeah,
If no one's watching.
basically,
Because I can't let the demons in. If I let the demons in, they'll show up in the 11th round of a championship fight, and I know deep in my self-story that I'm the type of person that quits when things get hard because I got off that treadmill at mile 9 and no one's watching.
We all have these feelings in our bodies, in our minds, and our souls. I act on mine. A lot of us who are afraid of something, we allow our minds to choose a path of least resistance and go a different route. I'm afraid of something to tell me you must do that. You have to go that way.
The commitments we keep to ourselves and what we do when no one's watching is the most persuasive evidence that governs everything we then do every day thereafter. You can look at certain people in your lives that are struggling in certain situations, and oftentimes it's a result of continually unkept commitments to themselves.
This lonely chapter is a period through which I think everybody needs to squeeze. Anybody that decides to go from a place they are to a place that they want to be is going to have to let go of people who can't go there with them. If you know that there is something that you're meant to do, if you know that there's something that you're meant to change, you will have to let certain routines, places, activities, recreations that you do, you're going to have to let those go. The bit that always got to me was I didn't even know if there was going to be any glory on the other side. It's like ordering an Uber and never knowing if it's going to arrive or not.
Shut the fuck up, go in a room, stop talking, search your soul, search your mind, search your abilities, and you'll find it. But if you're not looking for it, you won't find it. So you gotta go start your journey. And the journey starts with finding, why the hell am I here on this planet Earth? And if you don't know that, you will live the rest of your life searching, always asking the question, why? You're in the right.
As I said, it's just basically some cardio,
and stability, and you don't
let's
need
put some motivation.
approval to go do what you're supposed to do. So listen, instead, just go get to work. To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special.
That squad,
You just have to be what most people are.
stream,
Consistent,
that was yesterday.
determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. Body that work ethic, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life. And every day
squad,
fight,
this
not one
sort of
get up.
cardio,
And you do
doesn't
it,
require
you
a lot of
pick up that
effort.
rock. And every day you eat the right food.
Officially,
Every day you
Hell
go
says
train
what's
hard and
up.
hard and hard and harder.
What is good,
You get
my
early,
guy,
all
hope
these
you're
things you
doing
do
very well.
start forming yourself.
I'm just doing a little bit of cardio,
It's very easy.
got some
But
motivation,
it's hard. It's going yesterday.
in the bed.
Nothing working.
The official
Nothing
says
happened.
how to do abs, or how do I do abs?
That's the hardest thing.
For
To get up
me,
every day
when it comes to
and give
abs,
100%
I only
and be in the same position that you were
you only say
each
it's
day.
what's
Mentally know that you're
bro,
trying.
what's good, you only.
That's a real.
When it
That's
comes
a
to
real
abs,
grind.
Well, you should be afraid of taking
after
risks.
you've done all the good work in the
But you should be
kitchen,
more afraid of staying where
once
you
you've
are.
done all of that,
Focus
meaning
on
now
right
that
now,
you're in a
because
calorie
that is all
deficit
you know.
and your abs,
You know that
stomach
everybody life is exactly the
has
same
a less,
as already.
a layer of fat.
That makes a difference.
You only, I believe, you only need 3 movements
It's no idea what you're capable of doing.
get your abs popping.
And then you have to
It's
plan, and you have to spend
one
all your waking hours
leg raise
outside, whatever
movement.
job you do, planning
And
your
you
schedule.
need
And you have to
one
come to the realization
punching
very quickly
movement.
that you've
You
done,
need
you got yourself
one
stuck.
twisting
So whatever
movement.
you're
I'm gonna
doing,
show
you
you now.
have
I'm
to
gonna
do
demonstrate
it
this
like
on the other
your
side
life
of the
depends on it. Whatever
I'm
time
showing
you
you
have
what I
to
mean.
attack like you're trying to save the world. You're trying to save your life. You don't want to drown. Go. You gotta
Okay,
get
here we
after
go.
it. You gotta
So,
have discipline. That's most people don't have
the-
those things. Most people don't understand what it's like.
The leg raises,
Really
leg raises
go for
give
something.
you this
You
movement
know that
It's
the
this
consequences of not
So you can
doing
do
that
this
are horrific.
on the floor. You can do this while you're hanging. You can do this
is the
on the
one
bench, but you need one of these movements.
You walk
You see,
around with it.
one of these.
Examine
This is the
it.
first movement.
Eventually,
One of these
you're going
movements.
to act on it. It is about
That
you.
is
It's strictly
the first
about you
movement for
finding
abs.
who you are. You have
Second
to
movement
look
that
in
you need
that
for
mirror
abs,
and know
it's
this
a
is
crunching
so much
action.
more here,
With
man.
one of these.
Because I can literally right now be
You see,
a
one of these.
300-pound guy,
You
spraying
can
for
do this
cockroaches through this day.
with
If I did not
a
look in that
cable,
mirror,
or you
say,
can do
there
it
has to
with
be
a
more to
machine.
this.
If you
This
check
can't be it.
one of my
And then
recent
we're going to
short
go into
videos,
it, dive
and my
deep into
there's a
it,
machine
till all I
where
have to
you can
find.
grab hold
Now we're
of
outside right now.
the
Why we
strand
outside?
and then
Because we
do
want to
this.
Transform, man.
You do this.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do.
So
we're
that
gonna
is
do more
the
motivation. We're
second
gonna tell
movement.
them who's out here.
The third
I want you
movement
to
is a
win.
twisting
That
movement.
is not
You see,
God. That's how you do it,
to
guys.
get
You can commit to
this.
something. You tell them what about it. And no matter what, they honk and cheer for you.
Twisting
They get behind you. Instead of being
You see,
one of
and then
subjective
some
nature losers in life.
you know,
That beats
have
you
a
down because you know
movement which
better
is
than them. And you
you
remind
should
them
not
of
pull
themselves.
it from
The line right,
the top.
sliding follow. And then Dave,
You know,
up
you
Dave,
see,
up Dave. You
for
start to
this
do that
movement.
goal.
So,
Make it reality,
for
guys.
abs,
It's not
that
just
is
work. It's a
what I
science
believe
of
is
integrity. If you don't have
the base,
integrity, don't
foundation. You can do anything else after that. But if you only have, limited time, if you can do those three, once you've done the good work in the kitchen and your abs are somewhat showy, you just need to get them popping. Those three movements, it's all you need. In my
Problems are a
experience.
feature
Anything
of
else
life, not a bug.
to add on.
There will never come a
Because
time
there's
when you have
definitely
no
other,
problems. What? Do
you
you
know,
think that you just wake up
wake
one day
up,
and you're going
wake up
to
to
cease
your
having
abs.
problems? Like
But those
completing
three,
a video
for
game
me,
and leveling up to a
should
map
be a
when there's
foundation.
nothing there. That is never going to happen. Your problems will change, sure, but having problems
official says
going nowhere.
I'm gonna get
dealing
buff.
with problems is the cost of doing
Want to do
business
that,
as a human.
please.
It's not
Please
a
tag
personal
me in any
curse
of your
on you.
videos or tag me. I want to see that. Mr. Cornelius is here. Thank you, sir, for tuning in. I was just starting this change. This lab. Just
And
think
it
about
rarely
it.
happens without
Because you asked me the
lots
other
of
time if I
stress.
stopped cooking.
Many of the periods
Because
of
I'm not
radical
gonna do this
and
kind of
change in
now.
your life
And
happen
then after that,
because
I'm gonna
of
make
the severe challenges.
my favorite meal,
It
which
doesn't
is
matter if you're stressed. It doesn't matter if you're hurt. It doesn't matter if you're upset. It doesn't matter if you're frustrated.
easy,
If your discipline is on point, your mental
to
toughness
go.
on point,
It's my
you're
favorite
going to be
meal.
able to execute in spite of the
let's see what
situation
else.
being that way, and you're going to move forward whether you feel good or not. And once you can move
Thank you
forward, whether
to
feel
those
good
who are
or not,
watching. Thank
nobody
you
can
to
you're
those
unable
who
to
subscribe
operate,
and
even when things are hard,
you know,
can't be fucked.
returning viewers
So
like
I
Mr.
would
Cornelius.
commit long term
Thank you.
to the development
New
of your
viewers
own
can
mental
subscribe.
toughness, your
Just
grit, your fortitude,
doing some
your
cardio.
discipline, your self-belief,
Got some
all of these
motivation
things.
going on. Just
Actually
to
develop them. They're not traits. They are skills, and they are
Get motivated
inherent skills. And if you
for the
don't
week.
intentionally develop them, you will
and
not
then
have them when you need them.
after
There's
this, I'm
people that are
gonna
willing
wanna
to
make
go
some
very
egg fried
far.
rice.
And then there's people that are willing to go far.
So
That's it.
yeah.
When your person prides yourself on your ability to go very far, and then someone is willing to go far farther than you,
The reality of achievement, brother, is it takes way longer than we think. It's way harder than we think. That's just the way it is, bro.
You have to be obsessed. You have to be mission focused. You have
You
to
have
be
to be
driven
obsessed.
by something greater than what
You
average people are
have to be
driven by.
obsessed.
Whenever something got tough for me,
I think an obsession
real
definitely
come out, you can quit. So I had to build.
it's sort of a must for anything
That's
to
a
try to
special
do.
DNA. That DNA is we just
if
feel
you
like
like
we're
get
always
abs,
behind. We're always behind.
you
We're
have to
always
be
behind. 80%
obsessed
of the
with getting
time,
abs.
you feel like you're failing. 15%
If you're
of the
trying
time, you
to
feel like
pay
you're
your
treading
debt,
water.
you gotta
4%
be
of the
obsessed
time, you feel like
paying
it's
your
over.
debt.
This is it. The ship's going down.
Meaning now that
And 1% of the
the way I
time, you feel like
understand obsession is that
when you change
it's
yourself,
somewhat all you think
you
about.
will change the world because
All
you'll
your
change how you
free
see it.
time goes
We can
to
either be hard on
planning.
ourselves, we can either train
Think
ourselves,
about
we can either
that
put
thing.
ourselves through
That is
hell,
obsession.
or we can let the world do it.
So if you wanna get
I am
abs,
telling you right
if
now, and if you
all
make
you
the
do
commitment
is
to becoming
think about
the
getting abs,
absolute best
getting
version
the
of
best
yourself,
way you have to
mentally
get
and
abs,
physically, your ability
working
to
on your
handle stress
abs,
will go through the fucking roof,
looking for the
which
best
will allow you
food
to be
that will help you
effective,
to
because you
get
will
closer
be
to your
able
goal.
execute at a
Definitely
high
the
level
obsession.
when everybody else
So
breaks.
obsession
What do you do with your life, man? Why do you sit
Definitely.
around? Why are you waiting?
Somewhat a
for that
must.
thing to happen like that? Why are you feeling sorry?
We have to be obsessed.
Why are you waiting for that fucking apology
So,
to fucking come? People
as I
sit around
said,
waiting,
just
waiting,
doing some
complaining,
cardio.
complaining. They're waiting with their hand out.
And you want to accept a version of you that you shouldn't accept. One that you're not proud of. One that doesn't live up to their worth. One whose thoughts, actions, and intentions aren't aligned for you.
Every family deserves to have a winner. I think it should be you, but you also have to disconnect, unplug your umbilical cord from the belly button of average, and plug yourself into the mindset of a winner.
Cannot.
So the winner does more than expected.
Must try
every
not to
single
make
time,
average.
no matter how they feel, no matter the circumstances. A winner shows up.
What
10x
feeling that
times
being
more than the
average is
person.
elevate.
A winner has
You
these
cannot
unreasonable
make
expectations.
average your
A
home.
winner knows
You
that he's
cannot.
destined for greatness. And no matter how many people around him tell him to slow down, be careful, watch out, that's too risky, a winner locks onto their fucking goals and keeps going. That's what the winner does.
It's either you have it or you don't. That sounds like excuses to me. I mean, you gotta figure it out, right? If you really have an obsession to figure it out, you will figure it out.
You
Right?
have to be
Every puzzle is
obsessed.
constructed different.
Take way
Yeah,
more
to be
energy to
obsessed.
start a thing than to continue doing a thing.
You have to.
And yet, in the beginning, the rewards are way lower than they are at the end.
Tell you, man, just stay on the track, keep executing, look for ways to do what you do better, learn, make mistakes, and eventually it's all going to come together for you and it's going to work. You know, I think you might just be in this life situation, might be occurring at a time where you're sort of in the beginning stages of the hockey stick curve, right? Where you're going through the long part of inactivity and it sounds like you're just a little bit frustrated because the life circumstances of your family are not aligning with the success that you want time-wise, and that should all come together, bro.
You cannot wish for a strong character and an easy life. Each is the price
We
of the
should
other.
have started already
Opportunity
with
comes
the
to you
fitness goal.
many times.
You should have started
Opportunity
already.
comes, you can either take
But you
it
can still
or
start.
remain scared.
But you should have
If you
started
don't take
already.
it, you feel a knock on
You're
someone
already in
else's door.
February.
Then it's going to
So
invite
if you haven't
them
started
to be
yet,
better.
you are
You
not
take it or you don't.
you're not obsessed with getting healthy or losing weight or
Life is
getting
not something
abs
just
or whatever the thing you're trying to
It's
do.
earned. It's never too
Supposed to
late.
start.
If you're alive, you can get better.
You know, and
If
starting
you're alive
doesn't
right
mean
now, you can improve your condition.
jumping
You can
in
improve your situation.
and making
And
progress.
it starts with
It's
improving
just
the way
changing a few
the way you
things.
think of things, the way you
One or two
address
things.
things.
Let
You
us
gotta
start.
change that.
And you slowly
You gotta
now.
look at things objectively, you gotta be
Slowly.
brutally honest with yourself, and the more you falter
Slowly.
yourself, the more it's gonna be difficult.
Slowly.
You're literally throwing
You know,
weights on
get
your
those
back
days
and making
in.
it harder to move forward.
You know,
Turn your feelings off
compound effect.
when it comes down to you wanting to be
Compound
better.
effect.
What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go away. It's raining outside, it's cold outside, when you don't wanna put those long hours in at work, that's what I'm talking about. Your feelings must go away.
When it's time to go,
But
you
you
must
gotta learn
go.
to shut your feelings off if
When it's time to
you want
go,
to
you must
achieve
go.
greatness.
Be the hero and go forth. I want
Yep.
you to be a formidable force to be reckoned with. But that means going from average to figuring out what you want to do as a passion, and then bypassing your passion and making it your obsession.
I always say because I love what I do, and I have that passion on me, and I love what I do, and I enjoy it, and I'm that kind of man. I'm that kind of person. Say if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do 100%. No in the middle, no 90%, no. I'm 100%. I always try to do my best and try to do my
You need to be
everything.
all in.
And I think because I
Whatever
love
you're
what I
trying to
do.
do.
I don't want you to be
All in.
What if you
100%.
told people the story of, hey, I had a fucked up life, but I don't want to tell you that. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next. Then I'm going to go out and do it. That is what self-development is about. That is what peak performance is about. That is what breaking through self-limiting beliefs is about. Is rewriting the story, because as long as you have breath in your lungs, as long as your heart is beating, as long as you have consciousness in your mind, you can go and rewrite the story of how your life ends and how your life continues from this day forward, the legacy that you live.
Find something difficult to do. You need that. You're not built for
As long as the breath and the mind
have some sense and
and
enjoy it.
the
But don't be
body
thinking that's what your life is aimed
is
at.
still in good shape,
Stop making excuses.
you can
Simple as
definitely
that. You can make a
get
million
it in there.
excuses why you didn't work out this morning. You can make a million excuses why you didn't get that raise, why you didn't take that leap of faith. You can make a million excuses, but you know deep down inside, and consciousness is eating away at you. I'm not saying that everything you do you should be successful at. You will have periods of defeat, but that defeat will be temporary and not permanent because you will dust yourself off, get back up, and try again. But you first have to stop making excuses in order to achieve the higher level of life.
There's always an excuse not to do it.
Don't do work.
You don't have to think very hard for.
So I'm here to tell you that it will
There's always be an excuse about why you
require
shouldn't
more
do it.
effort on your part.
But if you really need to do it, you must do it.
When you do the
Because-
hard things, you will have a.
You know, you can say it's too cold.
You constantly choose
to go to the
have it
gym.
easy and negotiate.
That's the end of that.
You will have a hard life.
You know, compared to now the other
I'm
benefit
here to tell you
of going to the
live a
gym.
No compromise life.
You know, consistently.
2.0.
You know, the benefit to your heart,
Family,
the body, your mind,
the enemy.
all of
Success
it.
is your duty.
But
Build momentum.
there's always an
Confidence
excuse
and
not to
momentum
do it.
with each
But
good
you need to
decision
try
you make from
and,
here on out. You can do it.
you know, look at the benefit.
We live in unique times.
why you
We
do
live in
it.
one of the rarest
And
times
then
in
you get
human
out there and
history.
then you
You
do
can choose
it.
almost all of the input that comes your way.
So as I
Whether
said,
it's
I'm
the
just
movies you watch,
doing some
the books
cardio,
you read, the podcasts you listen
got
to,
some
you
background
can choose to be inspired.
motivational video.
You should just gotta understand back.
You know, one of my favorites. You know, I like to have these motivational videos playing in the background. You know, it's like a conversation with somebody. You know, just a reminder of what you're supposed to be doing.
Be an honest person and work and get to the top of whatever it is that you want to get to the top of.
Don't worry about next week, next year. Just focus on every 24 hours that you get, you know?
You know, you need to live in the present.
That's done a lot for me.
Teresa said,
It takes so many of us.
don't overthink it.
You know, even if you
Don't play too much.
in us is always
Each
thinking
day
about next
at the
week.
time.
You know, we're personal.
You know, don't, once it's gone, it's gone.
Focus on that.
You know, if it's too far into the future, don't really worry about that much.
All you have,
But just
you're gonna get max potential back.
each day at the time.
And
That's
who
what
knows what comes.
Teresa said, or that's my interpretation of what he said, is that each day at a time.
Never get the part.
You know,
Never get the
each
girl.
kilogram at the time, each pound at the
If you show
time,
up, you put yourself in a
each rep
situation
at the time,
to create
you know,
opportunity.
each project at the
And when you
time,
show up, how hard
each
you go.
module at the time, if you
I'm sorry for
study,
being here. I
you know,
want
trying
to
to learn
watch
something,
encourage
you know, each
to incorporate this in your work.
page at the time, or each video at the time, if you're learning via video,
And you're tired as can be. Small down payment.
each
that you're willing to
small
pay every
amount.
day for the large investment of a greater life. You only got one life, guys.
Nothing changes, nothing changes. And yet, somehow we expect things to change. We expect things to change. You think you're gonna get in better shape. You think you're gonna get more money. You think your relationship is gonna improve. You think you're gonna get promoted. You think you're gonna get a raise. You think the world is going to get better without you doing anything. But it isn't. Nothing's going to change unless you change what you're doing.
Remember, just because
You can't achieve anything from
doing a lot
home
more
if
doesn't
the
mean
thing
you're
trying to achieve
getting a
needs to
lot
be
more
outside,
done.
needs to be outside.
Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress.
You gotta be
I'm
careful.
always scared. Yeah, because you've been running plays all the time.
You gotta
Never
be
get
careful.
nowhere.
Then
So
Johnson said,
continue to strive. Continue to
between
have goals,
movement
continue
and
to
progress.
Progress.
You don't wanna be too busy
You say this is all your fault.
doing
I say,
nothing.
yes, I know, that's what I just said. This is absolutely.
It's very
my fault.
important.
I'm the one that's in charge.
I think from time to time I need to be reminded
How you
that
take ownership of what's going
you
on.
need to
You're
make
not
sure
where you wanna be.
that you're not just busy, but you're progressing.
Because the girl treated
I
you
think
this way.
for each one or
God
each
did this.
person's situation or each person's goal, it will be different. But it's definitely a
You're
reminder,
not gonna make any changes.
you know, that you need
How do I be better than what I
that
was? Because when I
you
do my
must
school,
make sure
for me,
that
I just beat me.
you are progressing, you're not just busy.
I don't even know
Because being busy, you may think you're
If I can
progressing,
keep
but just being
beating
busy,
myself, pause.
you know, you're
If I
just
can keep doing that,
busy.
then that means
That's very
that
important.
I'm in a battle with the only person that fucking makes sense. I'm in a battle with the only person that I really want to fucking beat, and that's me.
Doing the thing, in spite of not wanting to do the thing, is discipline. make the promise small, build it up step by step.
Ooh.
Know that you are going to have setbacks, and this is my favorite rule from James Clear, which is a habit missed once is a mistake. A habit missed twice is the start of a new habit. Never miss 2 days in a row.
Never miss 2 days in a row. Never miss 2 days in a row. Because if you do that, according to James Clear, that is a new habit. Meaning now that you will be now with the person who makes 2 days in a row. That's gonna be like a new thing. So never miss 2 days in a row. That's very important. It's a nice reminder, even to mostly to myself. You know that try not to miss 2 days in a row in whatever goal you try to do. I think that's a reminder that I need, you know, in trying to learn. I'm trying to learn a couple of things at the moment. So it's a reminder that needed. It's important that I don't miss 2 days in a row. So in whatever goal that you try to achieve, just a reminder, don't miss 2 days in a row. Do not make it a habit of not showing up. Yeah, don't make it a habit.
Perfect, the most conditioned specimen. But if you don't have a tough mind, if you don't have a toughness of the mind, if you don't have a tough will, you're not tough.
One day in the gym.
Oh, mental toughness.
Imperceivable.
Mental toughness.
You don't recognize any
Oh,
change whatsoever.
mental toughness.
100 days in the gym.
Unfortunately, you build it over time. But you needed mental toughness. You know, sometimes I see mental toughness, you know, it could be stubbornness. It's, you know, they meet somewhere. Mental toughness is being stubborn. They meet somewhere. Stubborn, it's what that I definitely have some stubbornness in me. So I try to use the stubbornness in my favor to try and achieve whatever I'm trying to achieve at the moment.
Passion is an emotion. It's an emotion without an action. Passion will get you nowhere. Inner drive will get you nowhere unless you act on it. You have to act on your passion. You have to act on your inner drive. Don't let those feelings stay inside you. You gotta know what to do with them. You gotta know how to make them work in order to get what you want.
Must need action.
You can't finish anything until you start something.
Your action, your drive must meet passion. It cannot be by itself. Passion and drive without action, going nowhere. You're screaming from the couch, but when now you're screaming from the gym, screaming from the road, screaming from the field. Now that is what I think the professor they meant. Yes, you can't be driven without action. The two needs to meet. You know, they need to blend and get you there.
And remember yourself. Everything is hard before it's easy. Everything at the beginning is difficult, but later it
Nothing's
becomes
easy.
And automatic. You have to force yourself to discipline yourself. And after that, it becomes easier and easier, and you actually feel happy. Now here's the most wonderful thing. When you discipline yourself to start and complete a task or a part of a task, you feel like an athlete. So here's my question. If an athlete runs in a race and comes in first, what do they call this person?
The winner.
The winner.
Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. If it's too easy, leave it to someone else. I wrote somewhere. If it's getting easier, you gotta make it tougher.
Rest in this world. Perhaps in the next. But I am back. Back from under the ground.
And Dr. Carter had a tear in his eye. I could tell he felt for me. Then he said, son, I'm sorry to say you're not going to box again. And I looked at him. I said, no, Dr. Carter, you're wrong. I ain't going to box again. See, you don't understand what kind of man I am.
Dedication, hard work.
Dedication.
Hard work.
Dedication.
On the army. The work will
Dedication.
go against me. I'm
One man arm.
I got God on my side.
What that means, or my interpretation of that, is that you got to calm down yourself.
You better believe that.
You gotta be the all-star player. You gotta be the key. It's you. You are it.
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. Pero only one thing is true. I will be champion one day. I promise. I promise. It's been a long fight for 4 years. You all know to me so I couldn't do it. The all said I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Oh, surprise, man. The king is back. I'm back, motherfucker. I'm back.
God, I know every motherfucker ain't gonna do love. So this is how you love love. I say love love. I know there's a whole bunch of people with that right there.
I need
that
to
fires
push
me up.
5 more
That
minutes.
makes me fucking happy.
Because I promised myself I will do
That
30
brings joy
minutes
to my life right there.
of this
Because I
more
know
than
there's so
cardio.
many people that
So
have
now I've
the
got 5
ability
more minutes.
that just
I need to
refuse to get
push
off that
it.
couch.
Because I promised myself that I will do 30 minutes.
To go deeper, to go
You
further.
got to keep
That's
promises to
I
yourself.
think the advantage.
You
It's so
have to.
easy to be great nowadays, my
Those
friend.
promises you make to yourself, you got to
Most
keep
people don't
them.
want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to
Unfortunately,
find that
nobody's
extra
gonna
because it
remind you,
sucks.
nobody's gonna
It's
hold you
wishy.
accountable. It's just you and you.
You talk about that
So
you
those
were
promises to yourself, you
kind
gotta
of,
keep them.
lonely by
Let me
yourself.
get this. While I
I was
hear
the
what
same way.
Gogan is
That
saying.
used to hurt me growing up. Now I can drive in that shit. That's the only place to be.
And my personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains.
Got the
You can
brains.
make decisions.
You can make
You can
decisions.
study the plan.
You can study the
You
plan.
can change your life.
You can change your
You
life.
can grow immensely in the next few years.
You can definitely
You can
grow.
make your dreams come true.
You can make your
You
dreams
can
come
build a
true.
financial wall around your family. Nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you?
Why not you? Why
And
not
I'm
me?
here to say that I'm ready to pledge my support to make your personal dreams come true.
Rest in peace,
I ask
John
the
Roy.
question, why not you?
Why
But I'm
not
not going to
you?
ask it and just walk away. I'm going to ask it and walk with you in this journey as we take Herbalife around the world.
On that, why not
They
you?
want to go
Why don't you
somewhere,
take your fitness to the
but they
next
don't want to
stage?
move.
I
What do
pledge
they expect?
my
They
time.
expect us to
I pledge
love
myself
and
to
carry
assist
them there.
anybody who's trying to reach
What
their
is
goal.
it today
You know,
that
I've
you've been wanting, but
you know, I've achieved a
you
few things.
haven't
I've
yet gotten?
achieved my
I will almost
sort of,
guarantee you the reason that your want
decent body.
desire is far from being
So at
fulfilled
least
by achieving
if
it
someone
because
has
you
less
haven't
experience than
taken
me, I
action.
can give them whatever I know
Today,
for them
don't
to,
think about it.
you know, move further, even beyond me.
Don't wish.
So
Go
why
for
not
it.
you? You can do it.
Move. Start.
Sergio,
It's the
what we're doing very well, my brother. Thank you for watching.
is when
If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. If you're new, kind of subscribe. I'm just doing a little bit of cardio while I listen to some motivation. Almost done with the cardio, 2 more minutes. I hope you're having a good day. If there's any questions you have on your side, you just pop them in the chat or pop them in the comment once the video or the stream is uploaded. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much.
Then they shrink into irrelevance and cast a shadow. They don't even see them behind you.
It's time to stay focused. It's time to
Now,
decide what club,
it's getting to those what I call championship rounds. You know, those round number 10, round number 12, where now, you know, only champions make it through those rounds. You know, as I have, you know, 1 more minute before I go make my extra lives. So now this is where now the mind must take over.
Is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your shit, molding,
So
shaping, and developing.
I got 1 more minute to clock, 30 minutes on this back. As I promised to myself, you got to keep those promises to yourself.
And if you know
You have to. 30 seconds.
you won't give up. And you know you won't give in. And if you test yourself and you fail, but you know you're gonna get back up again. If you know that, then you know that your character is
is strong, and that's what matters.
If anybody that wins at the highest level, that's how they operate. It might not be healthy, it might not be what most people want, it certainly isn't balanced, but it's the real story. Real motherfuckers are obsessed with what they do.
30 minutes. I'm just gonna go to the kitchen now to make my extra rice. Yeah, thank you for those who are watching. And maybe we can do it together sometime. I do this every other day. So if I get enough people to say that they want to do cardio together with me, and then we can make it a certain time. But for now, it's the way that I sort of communicate, or I try to do more than one thing at a time. So I do my cardio, one streaming, one speaking to my subscribers, who I really appreciate. Thank you for those who have subscribed. Thank you so much. Let's go to the kitchen.
Try to share with this guy. Well, all this story was that was 297 pounds. Insecure.
Oh, let's go to the kitchen. Yeah. Let's get a quick fried rush. Oh, this is the rice. I think those who have watched egg fried rice videos, let me see how this looks. Okay. Like those who have watched egg fried rice videos, they know that egg fried rice, the rice should be at least a day or so old. It doesn't need to be fresh rice, or it's sort of better with a couple of rice that is has been set a little bit. Let's see. So I already put my oil there with a little bit of butter. This is my favorite meal, egg fried rice. Very simple, very quickly, and then I get everything I need from it, which is protein, carbs, good fat. And also does not break the bank. Yeah. I didn't want to say anything while I was breaking, but I have the worst technique when it comes to breaking the eggs. So I think this is the first time in a long time where there was no shells that fell into the pan. So allow me. I just put salt, nothing else. Salt. It's 6 eggs. So the salt should reflect. Also put in a little bit of pepper, black pepper. There we go. Egg fried rice is, I don't know, my favorite meal because I can have it anytime. Breakfast, whenever, and then it doesn't take me a long time to make. So, yep,
And I think with chicken and rice and the oats, I think that's what I eat most of the time. Not really much of a fan of beef. I eat beef here and there. Because with me, beef, that with beef, I don't know what I did to my teeth. Or I don't remember, why my teeth are so weak. Or maybe I've not had the best beef. Or maybe I'm not cooking the way it's supposed to be cooked, or whatever the case is. But when it comes to beef, it's here and there. But chicken, rice, egg fried rice, that's almost every day. Go. There we go. I think that's it. It doesn't need any further heat, I believe. And then that's it. Egg fried rice. Egg fried rice. Brilliant Majola. He says rice, nice. I think when it comes to I don't know, carb choices, rice definitely has a good reputation when it comes to carbs. So I think that's why maybe brilliant Majola says rice, guys. Mr. Majola, thank you so much for watching. Hey, hope you're doing very well. If you're new, kindly subscribe. And then maybe binge watch my previous streams. I think that's where you definitely see more, of who I am, or just more things and maybe questions that you may have regarding fitness or anything along those lines. Because most of the videos that I take at the gym, I'm not really saying anything. But if you really want to sort of hear my thoughts on things, fitness related, or whatever question that pops up in the chat, definitely go to the live playlist on the page. I'm going to sit down and eat. I don't think anybody's interested in watching me eat, so I'm going to sit down and eat. Thank you to those who are watching. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to those who liked. Thank you so much. See you soon. As I said, I go live every other day. When I do cardio, or if I have questions that I get from Facebook or any other social medias. And yes, it's the name of the channel, DemoticCele. That is who I am on all social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's DemoticCele as per the name of the channel. Thank you so much. Hopefully everyone has a good day.